From the Hanging with Web Show TV's Bargain Basement Studio in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, it's Pillow Talk with Willow Schuyler.
Will you take me to Winnipeg?
I will, someday. Toronto, Montreal, Quebec, Winnipeg.
Now what's this guy doing up here in Manitoba?
He was holding the map up.
Every salvage mission that's been through this system has disappeared. Even those old pirates out at Winnipeg Drift say it's cursed.
Cursed. Winnipeg's got a great ballet. Have a good time, I swear to God.
Sweet guinea pig of Winnipeg! They've taken over our company!
Balderdash! I never agreed to that!
I should have stayed in Winnipeg, you know? I had a nice gallery, 3 paintings in the wall.
Are you kidding? And you look back. Born home, Quebec. Drafted out of the juniors in the 5th round to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Played for a year with the Leafs, then traded to the Winnipeg Jets, then to Calgary, then to Boston.
Wow.
So Winnipeg must get pretty cold up there.
That's it! Back to Winnipeg!
Hey everyone, it is Willow Schuyler here. Welcome to Willow's Pillow Talk. Holy crap, it's been a while since I've actually hosted a show of my own. I hosted Back of the Cereal Box last week and Reels and Heels, and now I'm back on my own show. This is definitely not the normal time that I usually like to host the show, but you know what? That's why we're doing a Geek Out session, and the topic that I originally was supposed to do this week was about cars, but I'm looking for people who actually restore vehicles for that show, and that's going to come at a later time. So with me today is Bryant Oliver. I have other guests that will be showing up eventually, hopefully. Bryant, your show, Bryant's Animated Adventure, it's fantastic, dude.
Well, thank you. I've been working hard on it. I'm just been trying to come up with new topics and trying to enjoy it. I've been enjoying it. I've had a lot of people tell me I'm doing a good job, and I hope that to continue. I hope to continue doing it, and I've been in the process of working on a new topic, something that I don't think ever been done before. So it's going to take a good while, but I can't wait to do it. I'm excited now. I'm very excited.
And fashionably late, the prophet of pop culture, Big Daddy Cool, John B. Pica.
How you doing, baby doll?
Good. How are you?
Well, hopefully this is going to work. I'm down in my office, out of the studio, so I'm strictly on Wi-Fi. Normally, I'm connecting with a hard wire, so we'll see how this works.
So I want to thank you for letting me host Back of the Cereal Box. It was actually pretty fun. Sorry if it was a little not the way you normally do it.
You did fine. You did a great job.
Excellent. Yeah, we were just talking about Bryant's show, Bryant's Animated Adventure. Do you watch anime at all, John?
I don't. Anime tends to...
I think that's Brian's dog.
Let me switch over. Hold on.
Anime makes me sick.
Uh-oh.
Anime gives me a splitting headache.
Oh, okay. You're very sensitive to like the flashing and bright lights. Okay.
Yeah, the animation.
That's understandable. That
just does not agree with me.
Well, that's understandable. Like I tell anybody, I've I've been watching anime for years now, and even with me doing my show, I have had to learn this. Sometimes you just need to take a break from anime. So as of late, I've been going through a tangent trying to find new shows on Netflix. Been watching a guilty pleasure of mine, The Secret Life of the American Teenager, since my friend introduced me to Hulu. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of shows on Hulu as of late.
I have yet to download Hulu and delve in that. You know what? It's funny. I was watching Netflix yesterday, and I started delving into the world of Cobra Kai for the first time.
Oh,
so.
yes.
That's an excellent show.
It is a great show. Why haven't I watched it before on YouTube? I have no idea.
Well, because you had to pay for it on YouTube.
That's true.
And it was one of the only shows on that YouTube. They did away with that subscription service, that original content provider, because there wasn't enough content on it for people to invest in it. So
yeah.
Netflix bought up all the product and put it out on Netflix, and it became a huge smash hit. For good reason.
It got to a point where, it got to a point where now they got their own video game. They actually got a game for the Switch and I think the PS4 now that I've heard about. I've seen the trailer for. I have yet to play it, but in my defense, I've been playing two of my import games. The two Kamen Rider games, one I got last week and one I just got today. So I've been enjoying playing my Kamen Rider games and finally getting something I've been wanting for the longest time. The original Morphin Megazord. This is the Hasbro re-release. And like I told my best friend, I went and bought all 3 parts. They was all $12 a piece to get all the Zords. But like I told my friend, if I didn't get it now for the price it was, I would have kicked myself a long time ago. And like I told somebody, it's the greatest thing that I've gotten in my collection so far. And right now it's staying right next to my TV. And it's just, like I told somebody, it's perfect. It may not be the original Bandai release, but since it's the fact that I've been a fan since 1993 and I actually own it, I love it. I love it.
Hey, Bryant.
Okay.
Hey, Bryant.
Yes, sir.
I get the feeling that you're probably a game player.
Of course, yes.
Do you play board games?
Yes.
Do you have a set of dice handy?
Yes.
Go get one die.
Okay.
Grab one die.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Six-sided.
Six-sided. Okay. It's time for me to go into my Youmacon collection. Then let's see. And y'all had to excuse the mess. I've been working on my room and
dude, there's a reason why this curtain is up.
I'm gonna switch rooms for a moment.
What do you have planned for us, John?
Well, you will find out.
All right. Now let me. There we go. All right, had to switch rooms. I got my 6-sided dice.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to roll the dice, and it doesn't matter what number comes up, but whatever number is on top is your number. And by the way, I have a single card here. This is going to be important in just a moment. So did you roll a number? Don't tell me what it is.
Okay, I rolled it.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn the dice over to the opposite side remember that number on top, but turn it over to the opposite side. And you'll have a second number. I want you to add those two numbers together. Add them together.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I want you to divide it by half. Now, here's what we're going to do. I have a single playing card right here.
Okay.
I am going to tell you something amazing.
Okay.
Because you rolled a dice that I can't see. You got a number. Then you turned it over and got another number that I can't see. You added them together to get a brand new number that I can't possibly know.
Right.
And then you divided that number in half. And yet, the number on this card, the value of this playing card matches the final number that you were thinking of exactly.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you play cards?
I play cards.
Okay. So you've got a number in mind, yes?
Yes, I got a number in mind.
And it's a number that appears on playing cards, correct?
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah, there's a number that appears on playing cards.
I have a feeling I may have needed you to use a calculator.
Oh, God, I think so, because my math is... Luckily, this is what I haven't...
Let's do this. Let's do this. Take that die.
Okay.
Roll it again.
Okay.
Willow, keep track. I'm going to take my headphones out so that I can't hear you, but you can hear me through the mic. All right, so tell Willow the number that you just rolled.
Willow, I rolled
Give me a thumbs
2.
up if you got a number, Willow. All right. Now, Bryant, turn that dice over to the opposite side once again.
All right, opposite side where I rolled. Okay.
Willow,
3.
you got it? Add those two numbers together.
5.
Now I want you to divide that new number by 2. So you will get a new number. And that will be your final number. Do you have a number?
Willow, this is why I'm going to need your help because I'm stuck at math.
So Willow, you divided the number by 2?
2.
And you've got a number, correct? All right. I'm not hearing you in my headphones. So, would you be impressed with this card in full view the entire time if this number on this card matched the number that you arrived at? Would you be impressed?
Yes.
I think, Willow, you're on mute.
I am so sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Believe it or not, the number on this playing card is the exact same number that you arrived at.
Okay.
And I'm so sure that I'm right that I'm willing to bet on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Willow, what if I get this right, what is it worth to you?
You owe me a rum and coke when we meet up.
Me? Oh, if I'm wrong. All right. Well, when we meet up, all I want from you is a big hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Tell me the number that you tell me the number that you arrived at.
It would be 2.
Wait a minute. You rolled the die.
Yes, you did.
What was the first number you got?
I did roll the die. The first number I got was 2. When I flipped it over, I flipped it over from the opposite direction, I got 3. 2 plus 3 is 5.
No, you
divided by 2.
5.
I had to get rid of.
No. You should have got 5.
Yeah.
Because the opposite side of the 2 is a 5.
Okay.
So
okay. Then what?
Okay.
So 2 plus 5 is what?
7.
Divided
2
by
plus
2
5,
is
7.
3.5.
Wait,
Three.
3.5. There are no 3.5s
Sorry.
in a deck of cards. Oh, but wait a minute. This deck of cards does have a 3.5.
That's
Oh, wow. That is awesome. That is
funny.
awesome.
So, Willow?
I have to apologize. My math.
Absolutely. Hey, Carly.
Yes. Hey, Carly.
Carl.
Carl,
Hey, Carl.
Carly watching. Excellent. Hey, Carly, how you
And
doing?
Teresa, too.
I got to take off some clothes if that's okay with you.
No, by all means. How long have you been doing magic, John?
Since I was 8 years old.
Wow. What got you into it?
So I I went on a business trip with my dad, and I had already been an actor and a singer doing stage productions, and I'd started doing that like when I was 5 or 6, 7 years old, somewhere in there. And I went on this business trip with my dad, and we went to a mall. And at the mall, it was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And at the mall, there was this guy named Dick Stoner who was doing a show in the Kids Kingdom section. And, you know, it just blew me away. And I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And so I saved up money selling greeting cards and ordered a magic kit and started learning that way. And that was I was 8 years old, so 78. And in 2005, I became a gold medal finalist at the International Brotherhood of Magicians Convention in Reno, Nevada. Basically, that's the Olympics of magic. And I was one of the 5 finalists out of 30 countries. I was chosen to be one of the 5.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
That's cool.
And now
That
I'm
is
podcasting. Hey, can I geek out over something?
Absolutely.
Willow?
Absolutely.
So this is a live unboxing on your show. This just came today.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what this is?
Magic spoon. Oh, is it one of those? Is it one of those where you think about the spoon?
No. This
folding
is
over. No.
This is a giant box.
Okay.
That would come in a little tiny box. This is a giant box. No. This is Magic Spoon cereal.
Oh.
Oh.
They are a potential sponsor for Back of the Cereal Box.
Okay.
And they sent me a case of 4 boxes to try.
Ooh.
They are 0 sugar, 4 net carbs, and 13 grams of protein, grain-free. So,
wow.
Yeah, like, you know, they're the high-protein, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, wheat-free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike cereal for grown-ups. And so they sent me, what do they got? We got fruity, frosted, cinnamon, and what is this one? Ooh, cookies and cream.
Oh.
That is neat. Which one are you going to try first?
I don't know. Which one should I try first?
Cookies and cream, get my voice. Get my
I was
vote.
just going to say, like, I'm me being an Oreo fan, cookies and cream would definitely be like the one that I try. Cinnamon is my second choice.
Yeah, I think cinnamon is supposed to taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is my all-time favorite cereal. So I'm gonna give this one a try this Saturday morning.
Okay.
So
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, we got another cool special show this Saturday too, Willow. You're gonna love this.
Ooh.
DL Memphis is back hosting, and she is bringing along the cast of the new spin-off show, Ice Scream Queens.
I saw your poster about that. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. It's a midnight snack of horror and gothic themed pop culture.
Oh.
Ooh.
And we'll do a soft pilot this Saturday morning.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be real interesting. I know will have to be at work, but I'm gonna have to try to find a way to sneak off. And
well, that's why we got YouTube.
Exactly.
You can always watch his show later.
Yeah, because I can. Speaking of geeking out, this something I haven't shown it off but once or twice, and it means a lot to me. I'm gonna ask y'all this question: who has heard of this TV series called The Tribe? It's a New Zealand TV series.
The Tribe. I've heard of it.
Tribe.
I've not seen it.
All right. Well, it's a series that started back in 1999, and I'm going to get a little sentimental here, so I do apologize in advance. Around the time that I got into, which was back around 2010, 2011, around 2010, my mom passed away, and I became a fan of the show during that time. So one of my friends, my family, Lisa, sent me this bracelet. This bracelet is the correct coordinates to the beach where they filmed scenes at For the Soul, and it had the words "keep," and it had the words, the motto of the show, "Keep the Dream Alive." Like I told somebody, I keep this close by. Could not wear it at the time because when I got it, it was broken. So I was determined to fix it. But it is such a... I ain't going to say I wanted to cry, but I feel like crying because it was such a... I have never had anybody give me something that personal before outside of family. And that just... It hit me right... it hit me in my heart so much. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait to... I told her I didn't even want to wear it because I didn't want it to mess up. I didn't want it to break. But...
Yeah.
It's... And like I told somebody, she paid for this. This I got at Yomicon last year. Back in 2019. And somebody was like, how much did you pay for it? $99 at my first convention.
Oh, wow.
And the first thing one of my friends was like, you paid $99 for that? Like I told him, I had set up. This right here is a 3D printed dragon.
Hey, Willow, do you know how to move him into the center spot, like the big, make him a spotlight? Yeah. Drag him into your spot.
Okay. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now show me what it is, Bryant.
All right. It's a 3D printed dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
And this back in 2019, I got invited to go to my first con, which is Yomicon in Detroit, Michigan. It was the first ever con I went to, my first one out the state ever. And the first time I ever got to cosplay, and I did 3 cosplays. I dressed up. Y'all have seen me in one of my cosplays. I dressed up as Pikachu, the same one I did for a Pokemon episode I did on Brian's Anime Adventures. I did Iron Spider-Man from the Avengers, and I did, what was my other one? I did a Hufflepuff Hogwarts student, complete with prefect, pen, and wand. And I need to post them on my page, but I've taken so many pictures. I interact with so many people. I even got to meet the voice actor from Naruto.
Holy crap!
I stood in line. I got her autograph and a few others, and she is such a sweet lady. And it was just, I was starstruck meeting the lady who voiced one of my all time favorite anime characters. It was just, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. But those who have never been to a con, this was my first time, and it was with my friends, and all I could do was take pictures, laugh, joke, have a good time, and even had some sushi towards the end. So we actually went to the last day we went to a hibachi restaurant, and they cooked in front of us like they did like any other restaurant. Like I told my dad, like I told my sister, since I've eaten at that one particular restaurant, I cannot eat any fried rice right now. And I actually got some the other day, and it's like, this is okay, but what they had back there was the greatest tasting rice I ever had in my life. And I mean,
so they spoiled you for anything else?
Oh, like I told my sister, I have my sister 7 years older than me, and she knows that I like into nerdy stuff. And the first thing she did when she saw those pictures and she saw me smile and she saw me dressed up, we was going home. We were going into town one day. It's like, so did you really do all that stuff? I'm like, sis, oh, trust me. If you had seen all the cosplayers, all the vendors out there, they was people dressed up as Anna and Elsa from Frozen. You had people dressed up as Avatar the Last Airbender, Bowser, and I actually got my picture with Bowser twice. Princess Toadstool. It was so many people there, and they were all kind of me. They're like, "Is this your first con?" Like, yeah, this is my first con. Well, you chose the best one to go to. I hope you have a great time. Nobody gave me any trouble. Everybody was just, it was like, this is where I belong. For the first time ever, outside of course being with my hanging with the Webster family and my travel family, this is only the third or fourth time. Was like, oh my God, this is my family now. I have the best family ever.
Conventions do that to you. Like my first time going to our sci-fi convention here in my city. I walked in and the DJ was pretty much the first one that greeted me right at the doors, like, and he gave me a big hug, welcomed me to the con, and I'm just like, well, we're a friendly bunch here, aren't we?
Oh God!
But it was great.
What got me is everybody was like, Brian, don't spend too much money. Now keep in mind, I had money saved up from work. I spent most of my money. I think I had $1,000 saved, over $1,000 saved up. I spent every bit of money down there. When we got home, I left my last penny in the town over for close to where I live at. I left my last penny there. I told everybody at work, did you spend all that money? I spent every single penny, even the last penny. I left this for somebody else. I told y'all, none of that money was coming home with me. Not a single one. But at the same time,
Willow, I am a con vendor's worst nightmare.
Oh God!
Because I don't spend a penny at a convention. I don't spend a cent.
Oh,
I can't. I have the money, I ain't gonna spend it.
Okay.
Unless you actually have you found anything at a convention that you'd spend money on?
I take that back. I did spend $10 one time on my Phantom pop that is up on my shelf behind me.
Awesome.
And it wasn't even $10. It was $8.
Okay.
That's what made me spend it. See, when I go to a convention, I'm not going there to buy or to meet people. I'm going there to sell or to promote or to do entertainment. So, I'm not there for the same purposes that everybody else is. But hey, Willow, I got a judgment question for you.
Okay.
So I'm getting a box ready to send to our friend Kelly to do for back issue Breakfast Club reviews.
Okay.
Do you think that this is overdoing it?
I think you need at least a couple more books in there.
I agree. Even I agree with that one.
Well, depending on how much they're charging you for weight, like.
I might send them in increments.
That will work.
Yeah. And this isn't even all of them. I couldn't get to the box of. I have a long box of graphic novels in my storage unit. I couldn't get to it because it's buried under other stuff. But and you know what? I'm sending her a few things from my personal collection that normally I wouldn't, give away. But I'm interested to see her review of them. Like Count Crowley.
Ooh.
Reluctant Midnight Monster Hunter. I love this book.
Ooh.
I love this book, and it is so fun. And I want to know what she thinks of it. I want to see her review of it. So
that would be neat.
That would be awesome. That would be very awesome.
Me and her have to set a new date of when I can come on her drunken comics. But I'm trying to figure out if it's if I should do an Elvira comic book, the Guild, or maybe even Firefly.
Ooh.
So are you reading the Boom Firefly series?
I'm trying to, yeah. Right now I haven't. I'm really bad. I haven't. I had a couple people send me their stories through email, and I have yet to actually sit down and read. I feel like a jerk, but I will. I promise. I'll actually sit down and read one of these days.
Well, it's the official canon continuation of the series.
Okay.
So.
I heard about it. I just have to actually go ahead and I haven't been to an actual comic book store since the pandemic started. So
well, listen, it's time to go. You are a barista. Listen, if you were going to get COVID-19, you would have gotten it a long time ago.
That's
you're
true.
dealing with the
That's
public
so true.
every single day. So it is time for you to go because I have a mission for you, Willow.
Okay. All right.
And Bryant, you can participate in this too. And everybody who's watching, I've got a mission.
Okay.
The mission is titled Random Acts of Comics.
Okay.
Here's what I want people to do. I want you to go to your local comic book shop,
Okay.
buy a stack of comics from the quarter bin, the 50-cent bin, maybe even the dollar bin. Back issues.
Okay.
Don't spend more than $20, but get a stack.
Okay.
And then I want you to take your phone or your camera, get a friend, follow you around, go out into the community, into the public, park, city square, wherever, and hand out comics to random strangers and say, here's a comic, enjoy it, have a great day.
Huh.
Oh, see, that would be
That's an
awesome.
interesting idea. I like that idea.
I like that idea too.
I want to see what the reaction is because I think comics are fun. They're joyful, and I think it's time that we start having some joy again. And so
I definitely agree. Amen, brother. Amen.
So I want everyone to do this, and then send me the video, and I'm going to compile them into a random acts of comics show for the
that ain't gonna work.
the Back of the Cereal Box channel.
I definitely try to do that because that is a amazing idea, and y'all gave me so many ideas right now.
Uh-oh.
Brian, you're cutting
some of y'all
out.
know.
Yeah, he's frozen. He's been hit by Iceman.
It's probably be the first time. This I said it once.
I'm gonna take you down and just refresh, and then I'll bring you back up. Sorry about that.
Hey, it happens.
It happens to me all the time, and for some reason, like especially when my husband's gaming at the same time, my internet just craps out.
That's why. Because he's gaming and he's drawing bandwidth from your StreamYard. It's true. It's what. That's why I said I don't know if this is going to work down in my office because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And I'm where I usually do the Saturday morning show is upstairs, where I can actually plug in a wire to the modem, to the router, so everything is wired.
You okay there, Bryant? You're okay.
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. There we go. As some of y'all know, I think Will did not know this about me. I've written so far, and
you're still cutting out, unfortunately. But you're good. Don't worry about it. Okay, you're good. You're cool.
Okay.
Brian, if you can get close to where your Wi-Fi is, that will help you.
The setting is I have no Wi-Fi, but I must go outside and see if I can get close to signal. So give me a brief moment. This is going to be interesting.
We're going on an adventure.
And this, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. But I mentioned this before. Everybody been wondering what's why I'm taking a week off. There's a reason. I think I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna take a time and finally finish this book of mine. Because right now I've been working. I've written a fantasy novel. I've written 2 poetry books. I got 1 more to do. And all this talk about me doing my anime adventures and having fun with y'all, having fun with my hanging with the Rapso family, kind of got me inspired to try to write some more poetry, because I've actually said one on Facebook once so far. And I feel the need to it's like I told somebody, it's 2021 now. I got a lot to say, and between doing this show and doing the podcast I'm working on, which I got my little cat looking at me right now. Want to do a lot of other things and I want to write about what's going on. And besides, I need to do something right now because I love my anime adventures so much that hopefully
you do have a really good show there, Brian. So I'm glad to have helped you launched that, and I'm sorry I couldn't make it for the Samurai Pizza Cats one, but when you do decide to do the Card Captors one, just let me know.
I'm gonna be working on. I think my next topic, if I can get the time to work on it some, I'm gonna take it back and work on the history of anime. Oh, look at the little doggy!
This is handsome Jax. Jax, Jax, say hi. Look, you're on camera. Look there.
Oh, look at the doggy!
You are not right. Hey, Jax.
Yeah.
Someone's running the vacuum in the other room and it's freaking him out. Hey, give me a kiss.
Oh.
Give me kisses, buddy. Can you squeak for him? Listen. No, you're not going to do it. Okay. Here, you can get down. All right. Get up on the chair. Wrap up in your blanket. Be a little burrito.
I know Yin Yang. My cat, I have him in the crate, but my cat is looking at me. Let me see if he'll let me hold him. I don't do it often, so come on, hold on. I know you don't. Okay, yeah, you ain't gonna let me pick you up right now because I can't pick you up one-handed.
Oh, who just tried to join us? Willow, who is that?
Okay, my hands are on the controls, Ryan.
Hey, trying to mess with my control panel back? What are you doing to me? You do realize who runs this show, Willow. It's not you, it's me.
This is what happens when you have too many cooks in the kitchen.
I know. I try not to do that on my shows either, but yet again, you still haven't learned from your mistakes and you keep putting too many cooks in this kitchen. John Pico, what's happening, brother? How you doing,
Ryan?
Dude,
what's going on?
I got to tell you something. We just got off a broadcast, which you can watch later on. We did this 30th anniversary celebration of one of the best things in cinema called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze turned 30 tonight. And we just got done celebrating it. And let me tell you something, brother. Go, Ninja, go, Ninja, go.
Go, Ninja, go. Go, Ninja, go.
It was fun. It was a great time. And Willow, you know all about it because you tried to steal some of the viewers because of that. But that's okay.
Hey! Like I said yesterday, like I said, I didn't take any into consideration of
it was not part of the plan
today.
It was not part of the plan to mess with my little brother's show. It's okay, Willow. I still love it. Yeah. So but let me ask you though, in all seriousness though, since I'm back down from my Teenage Ninja Turtles cloud, how are we doing tonight? What's on tonight's topic? What am I answering a question for?
Whatever you guys want to talk about. You're a huge fan of Ninja Turtles.
We just got done watching the movies, so there's some turtle love for you.
Okay.
Dude, you have that signed?
Oh, I got this signed by, I know it's hard to see the writing there, and I apologize. It's from Robbie Rist. He was the voice actor for Michelangelo in all the movies. So, yeah. And it says here, you can't see this, but it says, to Ryan, a fellow chucker, eh? From the first movie. From the first movie, not the second.
Ryan, one of the greatest pleasures I ever had in my career.
Sure.
I was the entertainment booking director for Indie PopCon for their first year. And I was the main stage panel moderator, and I moderated an hour-long Q&A with Kevin Eastman, and that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what we say? That's Bossa Nova, John. It's Bossa Nova. That's what that is. Yeah. Anyone catch that reference in the backstage area? I hope you did.
Oh, I remember.
Baby.
There's me with Ken Scott, the guy who portrayed Raphael.
Oh, the guy who portrayed Raphael? Oh, man. Okay. I see how this game is being played. Willow wants to one-up me now. She wants to one-up on me. Okay.
All right, Ryan. I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's on your mind, Brian?
Since I'm bringing up since we both fans of Power Rangers, what did you think of that team up between Power Rangers in Space and Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation?
Here's the deal. And Willow, I'll give you a programming note real quick. I do have somewhere I have to be at 9, so I'm going to get out of here in like another 5 or 10 minutes. Just for the viewers at home, know that I'm not going to disrupt the space-time continuum for much longer. But But to answer your question there, Brian, when you're 11 years old, excuse me, because this was 98, right? Yeah, so 98, I was an 11-year-old kid who had nothing better to do than watch the greatest network of all time, Fox Kids, right?
Amen.
So when you're a kid and you're watching that, I'm like, okay, this is a cool crossover. And then you watch the series, Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation. I watched that. That was fun. But then when you go back, and now that I'm 30 plus years in my age range, and I'm a bit older, I'm a little wiser, got some gray hairs on the back of my head here, I realize that this stuff doesn't really hold up very well. No, it doesn't.
No,
and it's not that good, and it's not really entertaining. So I did a rewatch of In Space because I've been trying to go back and rewatch some of my childhood favorites. And In Space went from being one of my top favorite seasons to a little bit lower on the bracket. I'm sorry. It just doesn't hold up for me as well as other seasons within the franchise, out of respect.
So I was a sophomore in college when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers debuted.
In 1993, yes, sir.
Yeah, I was so excited because I was into Saturday morning comics or Saturday morning cartoons, and
Amen.
I was like, "Ooh, this looks like it's going to be a fun series."
And then the disappointment came across his face and realized, okay, I'm going to change the channel and watch Kids WB from now on.
Yeah, as an adult, it just did not do anything for me.
It's okay, man.
But
it's okay.
It appeals to different audiences at different times.
Yeah, I was an assistant manager of KB Toys.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
And so I got to ride that wave of never having product in stock and everyone wanting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have one of the first issue Red Power Rangers that I did snag.
Ooh.
And I'm sure that's worth something somewhere.
Yeah, sure it is. That's cool, man. I mean, I'm sorry PR didn't work out for you as much as it did some of us here. But that's all good, man. It hits audiences at different times, and some people like it, some people don't, and that's all good. We can still be friends at the end of the day. Am I right, Willow?
Absolutely.
I mean,
you know what? It's funny. I had just changed the batteries in my morpher.
Oh, you were morphing a little too much when your husband wasn't looking. Honey, I'm going to go morph now.
How old were you, Ryan, in 1993?
Well, let me tell you something. 1993 was one of the greatest years of all time, and I'll tell you why. When MMPR premiered, it blew me out of the water, blew my mind. I loved it to pieces. So much so that I was at the tender age of 6 in kindergarten when that baby debuted. So I was right in the center of its target audience.
You were the target audience.
I was right in the heart of it. And as soon as it came out, I said to my mom, Mom, I want the figures. I want the morphers. I want some Megazords up in here, son. And unfortunately, I didn't get everything I wanted when I was a kid, but I did get the original flip head figures that Bandai came out with.
I remember those,
I remember getting the Thunder Megazord when it came out in season 2 or 3, whichever it was. And then I remember getting the the McDonald's kids meal when the movie came out in 1995, MMPR the movie. You had the morpher with the little gold coins in it. You pop it out, and then you get the communicator that's got like a hologram, in the center of it. It's like a zzz, kind of thing. So I remember all that stuff. And let me tell you something. The 90s, God bless them. God bless them.
Hey,
I love the 90s.
Brother.
Yes, Brian. See, Bryant knows what's going on. I don't know about Willow, though, but...
I was 11 when that show started.
Ooh, so you were a little bit towards the end of the ropes there. You were at the end of the precipice.
Hey, I was obsessed with it just as much as you guys, and I had a group of people that I would play Power Rangers with. So
speaking of which, and I got to tell John, you're going to love this. John, you're going to love this. We used to go out in our country.
There it goes. What's up? Long time no see, Ryan.
Yeah, no, it's only been like 2 milliseconds. But anyway, Willow, John, you're going to love this. When we were in kindergarten or first grade, we went outside during recess, right? Recess is the greatest time of your life when you're an elementary school student. And when we go outside of recess, you know what we did? We went to the place where there was a slide and a couple of swings. And we always used to pretend that we were the Rangers and we were fighting off putty patrollers in the park, baby. I was Jason. We had a friend of mine whose name just happened to be Zach at the time. So you know which Ranger he was. And then you had a couple girls lying around. They were the pink. They were the yellow. I had my blue. Had everything. It was so much fun, John. It was so much fun at recess. Oh, to say it's Morphin time and to actually be the Red Ranger, like that was, it was so good.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, country. You were a little too old for this stuff.
No. We were out there in recess acting like we were the Power Rangers. I was
Okay.
I was always kind of like until Tommy debuted, and I was like, I'm the Green Ranger.
See, for me, it was on the playground, Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Ooh, there you go.
You know, everyone fought over who got to be Spider-Man, and nobody wanted to be Iceman. I don't know what that was all about, but
nobody wanted to give Bobby Drake some love.
No, even the boys wanted to be Firestar before they wanted to be.
Oh my god,
Iceman.
That's a bit out of the ordinary. Because
Yeah,
I remember
I
watching
don't know.
reruns of Spider-Man or Spider-Man and the spin-off show His Amazing Friends. I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, it was a great show. Great show. One of the best of all time.
I remember watching reruns of that.
Same here. I would watch it on Boomerang. It would be that, and then the Centurions. I can't. And I mean, just watching even the Spider-Man that I grew up watching, the '90s Spider-Man. Oh my God!
No. Nothing is any better than the 1960s Filmation Spider-Man.
Oh, please, John. Please.
Spider-Man
Please.
does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man.
Hey, is he strong?
It's karaoke time tonight, Willow.
Come on, Willow, sing. Come on. We're not going to get copyrighted. It's okay. Just keep
Take a
singing.
look overhead. Hey there.
You're not going to Hollywood.
Yeah, country's like, we're not getting the golden ticket for the next round. No, look, man, it's
Your
all
dream
good
ends
stuff.
here.
It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Willow, is there anything else you want me to give you some nostalgia on? Because I could go all night, man.
Oh man, you guys are fantastic with this nostalgia stuff. Well,
I will say this, Willow. I think on a programming note, this is the first time that John and I have been in the same studio on the same show at the same
That's
time.
right.
And John, let me tell you something. It is
The
a
universe
pleasure.
may explode.
And it's a pleasure and an honor to be sharing a studio with you tonight, sir.
Yeah, same here. Hey, guys, important safety tip. Never do this with a chapstick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that when I get up the next morning if I decide to remember certain things about this show, but whatever.
Hey, speaking of classic cartoons when we were kids, Ryan, who was a fan of Scooby-Doo?
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. It was okay, but the biggest thing I remember about Scooby-Doo was the mini movies that they made, because they made a billion of those called Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf was my favorite.
Okay, that was a good one. Scooby-Doo and The Witch's Ghost was my favorite, because that introduced the Hex Girls.
Oh boy.
And, I like the Hex Girls. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I was never a huge Scooby-Doo fan.
No.
But I picked up Scooby Apocalypse, the trade paperback collection from DC Comics.
Interesting.
And this is amazing.
Good
this
Lord.
Is an unbelievable read.
Look at that.
So you guys go pick up Scooby Apocalypse.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, they are thrown together kind of by random, by accident, and there's a world devastating threat that is about to happen, and only the 5 of them can prevent it from happening. They've got to save the world.
I was telling a young man about this a couple weeks ago. His name just happens to be Brian K. Morris, the Mr. Rogers of the internet. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him, but I was saying to Brian, I said, Brian, do me a favor. Send me any links you got on any books from anybody, just anybody who's in the Nevermind the Furthermore group. Just give me the links, because I'm stocking up on something known as summer reading, because school's going to be over in a couple months for me. So just send me the link. So John, I'm going to keep that title tattooed in the back of my brain so that I can read it potentially over the course of the summer. But Willow, I got to jet. I got to be somewhere, but I want to say thank you for letting me butt in on this thing.
No problem.
This was way too much fun for its own good. And it was good to share a screen with John, the prophet of, what is it? Prophet of pop culture. Is that it? John Pica. Never going to forget that name. That's a long catchphrase, though. But still, nickname, I should say. John, take it easy. Country, I saw you 2 seconds ago, so I don't care about you. Brian, you're cool.
The truth comes out now that I've
I'm kidding. Country,
you will
country,
never go on his show.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. Willow.
You're canceled for Wednesday. No, I'm playing.
I know, exactly. I'm going to be there Wednesday, country. Don't forget about that. Willow, take it easy. Have a great rest of your night. And by the way, for all of you out there, never apologize for being awesome. I'll see you next time.
Amen.
All right.
Right.
So, Country, your show. What have you been talking about lately on your show?
Well, the Ginger Chronicles, of course, every Wednesday night. Cheap plug. Well, last week was kind of a letdown on St. Patty's Day.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I had a buddy of mine who tried. Him and another friend of mine. They were at what used to be my local watering hole back when I lived in Orlando, Florida. They were down there, and you could tell they had already been partying up for St. Patty's Day, and they had connection issues. And then I just got to they couldn't connect, and then I started feeling a little bad, so I went ahead and just closed it down. But yeah, this week we're doing a little recap on Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, I have it recorded, so
you haven't seen it yet. Oh, you gotta watch it.
I promised. Well, you know what? It's funny. Like I was actually watching it a little bit yesterday, and I'm, here's the thing. Like I haven't watched Wonder Woman yet, 1984. I have yet to watch it. But
Willow, what are you doing with yourself?
Hey, I haven't watched it yet either.
You guys.
I kept putting off watching Wonder Woman 1984 because it was already on HBO Max. I didn't think to look and see that it was only going to be temporarily on HBO Max. So now I'm waiting on it to hit HBO Max again, and I'll watch it then.
I didn't think that that Zack Snyder was going to release it for free.
Well, it's not for free. You got to subscribe to HBO Max.
Well, we have part of our movie package deal. We have up in Canada, we have Crave, which is which is Canadian version for HBO. But they've been playing the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, since yesterday.
So it's not called HBO up in Canada?
No.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, Crave kind of shares HBO.
Well, do you want to know how much HBO paid Zack Snyder to have that movie? $600 million.
Nice, yeah, because they didn't. Warner Brothers gave him an extra. I think it was $90 million to finish the movie.
Something like that, yeah. Wow. So
he made out pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, they're not hurting. It's not like they're giving it away for free. They paid for it because they know that subscriptions are going to go up.
Oh yeah.
In theory.
Well, from what I've watched, it's actually pretty good.
I love it.
I'm holding off.
Yeah.
I will probably watch it this Saturday.
All right. To answer that question, I'm not in my bed. I'm out there on my porch. And this is the strongest data I have, so. But it's good to be outside some, and.
Hey, if the weather is good, by all means, be outside.
What is it up in Canada right now?
We actually broke some records with our weather. So right now we are looking at, 6 degrees Celsius. Let's Fahrenheit. That would be 42 degrees for you guys.
That's not bad.
No,
that's not bad.
It's really nice.
I'm in Colorado. That's a really good sunny day for us right now.
Yeah, even in Virginia, that's pretty decent.
Oh yeah,
it's not too cold, but we got up to 50 this morning, and it felt so good just to step outside, no jacket on, and just ride with the air. Just ride my dad with the windows down and just have my music playing and just vibe until we got to where he had to go to.
Hey, is it inappropriate for me to mention that I'm playing with my balls?
No, not at all.
Well,
you're a magician,
is,
so
9 o'clock over there on the East Coast right now. So it's getting.
I'm in Central. I'm 8 o'clock, and Willow. Unfortunately, I probably am going to have to cruise out of here in a few minutes too, because I've got artwork that I've got to work on tonight.
Ooh.
Starting issue number 2 of the League of Impossibilists webcomic, and so that's getting ready to drop this week. But I got to get to work on it.
Oh, okay. Plug away your show by all means.
So Back of the Cereal Box on YouTube and Facebook is the first place to go, or Cereal Box Podcast. We are Saturday morning live stream show, which is basically a grown-up geek pop culture show and tell. There came a day, unlike any other day, when the question was asked, wouldn't it be cool if a bunch of best friends got together on Saturday morning with a big bowl of cereal and talked about all of the geek pop culture stuff they all love? And the answer was yes, and Back in the Cereal Box was born. And we've got a couple of spin-off shows. Back in the Cereal Box presents the Back Issue Breakfast Club, which will drop tomorrow at 8 a.m. with Kelly Gettner. She does reviews of back issues, graphic novels, and trade paperbacks off of her bookshelf. And then Thursday, we got a brand new show that's going to be debuting. Back of the Cereal Box presents Cryptid Crunch with Sarah
I'm excited
Cooper.
to see that.
Yeah, Sarah Cooper and Geek Gumshoe. And then this Saturday morning is a soft pilot for the next spin-off show, which will be Ice Cream Queens, the midnight snack of geek, pop culture, horror, and gothic goodness. So, but tune in this Saturday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Bring your big bowl of cereal, sit down in the virtual living room with us, and have fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Have a good night.
All right.
Looking forward to seeing your comic, too.
Catch you later, baby doll.
Have a good night.
Oh my God.
You doing okay there, Brian?
Oh, I'm doing good. This is what I needed today after everything, because I'm actually excited now, because I actually did, after one of my friends, one of my guest hosts, Lauren, bought one of my shirts. By the way, if y'all don't know, go to our Threadless site, get a shirt. I actually got a shirt and hoodie up there. I actually bought my own shirt, and I bought a shirt representing Hanging with the Rev Slow TV, and y'all will be seeing me wearing those shirts once I get them, because who doesn't like a little promotion? I'm gonna be walking around. I always told my dad, I told my sister, you may have to do me wearing this around work, but I got some stuff promoting to do, and I'm actually just excited because I went on Mercari, which, if you don't know, Mercari is a selling site, and my friend gonna hurt me, but I went and bought recently a few Kamen Rider items from eBay, Amazon, and Mercari, to the point where I am done. Hopefully, I am done with any buying of anything until my birthday this year, and even then, I'm just excited because I think I found what I want to do now. It's like I told my friend, I think my next topic, y'all going to hear it here first. It will be something going to be a project I'm working on. I'm gonna go back and do the history of anime.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go back. I figured it's time to. I thought about it today.
Try talking with Jerome Connor. See if you guys can do something together, because that guy is like a fountain of information.
Oh, yeah. I had him on so I did before this. So amped up, rebooted. Oh yeah, I think that's what his name was. So, and he was an awesome guest to have, and there's so much I have, so many ideas I have right now flowing through my head, and I had fun doing the Avatar, the last Airbender episode, and I had fun doing the Samurai Pizza Cats one, even with just doing it by myself. But it feels so good now because I'm trying to get a guest host. I've been working on it left and right. I actually gonna talk to one other person again. He's is a comic on Instagram called Ika Ninja. I'm gonna send him a message again because if you don't go on Instagram, look up Ika Ninja. His comics they follow a story, but they're just like anime. It's a filler episode every so often. It is awesome, and I'm good. I'm feel good right now. I don't know what maybe it's just that I need some air. I'm just I feel good.
So,
I'm excited.
Country. Well, you're a huge Ninja Turtle fan. You like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Is there something else that excites you just as much as those two shows?
You mean from back in
your
the
childhood,
day?
or recently?
I'm trying to think. Well, of course, anything DC or Marvel too. I mean, anything with those movies, the TV shows on CW, like The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and all those shows. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much like the only thing I watch religiously now is pretty much like anything to do with Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
Even the crappy ones they put out and the good ones. Like I even watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier the other night.
How was that?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was okay. I mean, I trolled a bunch of diehard Marvel fans the other day. All I did was pretty much post, meh, and people just couldn't, And I know after watching WandaVision, the first 3 episodes
it'll get better once it starts going.
It's going to be awesome when they get past the first 2 episodes. I just love the fact that just little meh just set everybody off. I had a good day laughing because I deliver for one of the big delivery companies, and so I could I have my watch synced to my Facebook. And I just happened to look and just saw it going off all day, and I'm like, man, people are losing their mind. They were just
I love it when people stir the pot when it comes to fandom. Like it's
I mean, I get trolled too, so I mean, I do a little trolling from time to time. It was fun, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I kind of like the story they're starting with a little bit. I still wish Bucky was a bad guy, but it is what it is. But WandaVision,
some people just like to see the world burn.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the best quotes ever. Heath Ledger laid out. Was it? No, was it?
I mean, when it comes to Marvel, the Marvel universe, none of the bad guys stay good for very long. Like they'll be good for a little bit, and then they'll go back to being bad, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, let's be good again. And it's like, no, stay bad.
Well, have you watched WandaVision?
Yes, I have.
So I'm curious now that she's going to be the full-on Scarlet Witch. I'm curious if they follow the comics and put her towards an evil path.
I would like to see I would like to see them bringing in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Like I would like to see that storyline. I would like to see Rogue start off as a bad guy and then go into being good. Like I like that whole storyline of her being bad and her under the influence of Mystique and I don't know, just something about that whole storyline of her being part of the Brotherhood was just fantastic in the comic books.
Yeah, I mean, now that Disney pretty much owns all of Marvel, they can. I'm waiting on them to bring the X-Men in too and just merge those franchises together.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they do the and I know I'm gonna spoil it for everybody. Bring Captain America back, but let's do the what was it?
Well,
Hydra.
They did bring him back in the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Well, not exactly. You'll just wait until you watch it. Not exactly.
Hopefully they do the Hydra Captain America for Civil War 2, because that will be awesome. I've been watching Comic Story, and I saw when they did that reveal. It's like, oh, just please let them incorporate it. I want to see it. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Marvel fan for life. I'm a DC fan for life. I love both. Heck, I love Superman and Batman, but I like Iron Man and Captain America and all of them. But I agree with the fact that okay, if you got, we need to have a solid villain because you making all these bad guys good, and we ain't gonna have a big bad, and we don't know they're gonna bring Galactus into the fight for Fantastic Four, or if even gonna bring them in. And I would love to see Galactus just at the next.
I would like to see a proper Silver Surfer movie for sure.
Yeah.
Like if they were to bring Galactus in, yeah, I would definitely like to see them actually do a Silver Surfer movie like they promised.
Who would you like to play Silver Surfer this time?
Oh, that's a good question. I think if we have like a no-name actor, I think that would be better rather than trying to choose someone who's already well known.
Right.
Well, I mean, the Silver Surfer cartoon that they used to air on Fox Kids way back in the 90s again was good. I loved it as a kid. I didn't get a chance to play the NES game, but I heard how hard it was. But that Silver Surfer cartoon they had was amazing. And I loved it. I mean, it was one of those cartoons where, okay, I didn't know who Silver Surfer was at the time, but watching that cartoon, like, ooh, this is okay. Yes, I like him. And it's like they did the Daredevil movies, and they so much. Fox Kids had a lot of the Marvel shows, and they did amazing jobs with each of the characters: Daredevil, Fantastic Four, even how they did the Secret Wars,
Ghost Rider,
and Ghost Rider. Yes, Ghost Rider. They did all
I wasn't
of
a fan
that
of
good.
the first Daredevil though.
You're a fan of?
I wasn't that much of a fan of it.
Okay.
I
like the part where where the whole Electra thing happened, but when I think about Daredevil, the Netflix show was amazing.
So good. But I will defend I always defend the Ben Affleck's Daredevil because of the fact that it's so much better if you watch the director's cut. It makes so much more sense than the theatrical version.
The Daredevil movie, I will admit that, and movies. And I saw the second one in theaters, and all I can remember was, okay, this is a dang good Spider-Man. And it doesn't hurt that they had my crush at the time, Kirsten Dunst, playing Mary Jane. And for all three movies, like, okay, she's Mary Jane. She's cute. I had a crush on her at the time. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. It was just, oh my God. Y'all watching, I love the accent, but it was like, seeing it it was just amazing. I won't lie. Sam Raimi, I understand people really don't care for it now since we had newer Spider-Man movies, but we can't do the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies because other than that was the best Spider-Man for a good while.
Okay, Sam Raimi does great movies. I will give him that. Like I love his movies, but I don't know, just the third Spider-Man for him, just no.
They should have recast Eddie. I will say that Topher Grace, Eddie Brock.
No. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, Topher Grace would have been better to portray Spider-Man. But I don't know. But you need
I can see that.
You need the jock attitude for Eddie Brock.
Yeah, Tom Hardy was awesome.
Yes.
Well, I got to get going, Willow.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it the night as well. So, but I appreciate you guys joining me. Bryant, where can we find you?
Anime Adventures on. You can catch me on YouTube now and hanging with the Webso TV, and on my personal page, that's Brian Anime. I also getting ready to start a brand new podcast called Brian's Nerd Life, and y'all will get details on that soon because this is something I've been wanting to do for a good while, and I hope y'all check it out then.
And Country, where can we find you?
You can find me every Wednesday night for my podcast called the Ginger Chronicles Podcast. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me under the HWWS Web TV, Facebook, and YouTube channels. And also every Friday night, me and my buddy Hennessy Williams do the Country and Henny Show. Both those shows you can find one on Wednesday, one on Friday, usually around 8 o'clock Eastern.
Excellent. So yes, you can find us on Hanging with Web Show TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I run the Instagram stuff.
She does a really good job of it too.
Yes, she does.
I appreciate you guys putting up with me and my silly posters every day.
Oh, I love it. I share it every time. I love those
Excellent. Thank you. But yeah, you can find me on Reels and Heels every Saturday afternoon. You can find my show, Skylar Productions, on Facebook. You can find me pretty much everywhere on social media. I am the social media socialite. So yeah, nod to our fantastic people at NS. Sorry, whoops, brain fart. Where's my picture for that? I took it off. NSC Roadshow. I'm glad they put up with me too. But you guys can buy our merch at our website as well. So go to hangingwithwebtv.com. You guys all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me on Will's Pillow Talk. You guys have a wonderful night and take care.
Take care.
Thank you.